Hi guys, so I know it's been a while since I've filmed anything, and this is gonna be kind of like a little update and like a fun little project that I want to do. It's currently 2 in the morning because big announcement, I am pregnant. I'm going to assume that I am around 2 months pregnant. I'm not entirely sure. I found out August 10th through an at-home pregnancy test that I was pregnant. A week before, my boyfriend and we did break up, unfortunately. So, been dealing with all of that and him moving out and everything else. So, I told him that I was pregnant and everything, and he, of course, flipped out, and I'm just like, I'm not mad at you for leaving, you're unhappy. I'm not going to force you to stay. We did hang out a few times, 2 weeks later. We went to a club in Orlando that was pretty fun. A few days before that, we went to a buddy of his, just a little house get together, just a little hangout with 4 of us. That was pretty cool. And, we just had fun. We hung out as friends and everything else. Everything felt like it was normal. Unfortunately, that wasn't, because he's still dealing with some stuff that he won't explain to me, and I know he's dealing with stuff, and it sucks that he's not opening up about it. But, that's his personal life, that's his decision. If he wants to deal with personal issues with himself or his family or his future, that's all up to him. If he wants to include people, I'm pretty sure he will, depending on the person, of course. Yeah. And I've been in the mood to paint for like 2 weeks, and I just didn't know what to paint, and I think I'm gonna paint him the tattoo that he has. He has a Jolly Roger tattoo on his left forearm. I think that's what it's called. And so I was thinking about drawing that and painting it for him, and then the colors that he has on his tattoo, glue rhinestones or gems on it, make it more long lasting and stuff. So that's what I plan on doing. I have everything set up. I have my bag of paints there with cut up old cardboard boxes that I use as palettes because it's just easy disposal. I have a dusty jar filled with water. I have an old canvas that I had a paint project for, but I'm not good at painting or drawing in general. So, I still want to do that type of painting, but I'll do it much later when I get better. Jolly Roger is kind of like a novice type of level of drawing and painting, so it's going to be fun and easy to do, especially with a canvas of this size. I can't even remember what size it is. I had this thing for like 2 years. But yeah, that's pretty much the update. School's going well. I've been streaming on Twitch, like it's going out of style. So if you really want to chat with me and actually get faster updates, definitely follow me on there. I stream every time I can because my computer likes to be a pain in the butt when it comes to the internet in the living room, which is where we are now, obviously. The internet box is right there, the computer is right there, and it still takes 3 hours for it to register. And that's with shutting it down and restarting it a few times. But if I'm in the craft room or my bedroom, if I'm in the 2 bedrooms in the back, I get internet like that. It's bizarre, but it's just the way it is. But yeah, I've been streaming on Twitch, I've been either doing a charity auction stream for the World Wildlife Fund. I've sold 2 things so far, and I really want to keep going because I don't feel like it's enough. So like I want to keep going with it, and if anyone wants to directly donate, they can. That's great. That's awesome. I really appreciate it. We just got word that the polar bears in a couple of years will be extinct. So trying to prevent that. So we're trying our best to do that. I've also been streaming on the Nintendo 64 with the original Legend of Zelda, and I thought this was like the gold, like that's how all Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time cartridges came, but apparently they're gray, and this is really rare. So this is like a family heirloom because both my brothers played it, and my sister, she tried to get into it, but she just couldn't, and I play it all the time if I remember where I am. If not, I just restart it. So I've been streaming that like crazy, and I'll stream that for like 3-4 hours depending on the side quests and the temples and whatever else I remember that I have to do in the game, because in this file I'm trying to completely 100% the game, and I'm only halfway through, and I have to go to the fire temple. Like, I didn't even get the song or the Goron's tunic, none of that. And I have to, like, I got everything else before I did that. Like, I got the Lens of Truth before I did the fire temple. And you don't really have to do the Lens of Truth until you have to go to the Shadow Temple, I think. I always get the Shadow Temple and the Spirit Temple mixed up, but yeah. So that's been really fun. I gained a few followers on there just by streaming the game and trying to promote my stuff even more. So that's helped a lot. So thank you everyone who already followed in the last week. I really appreciate you. I'm trying to get 100% affiliated with YouTube and Twitch. That way, you know, if I do want to progress with my studies, I can, while being an at-home mom and just working all the time, because I love art and I love crafting. Y'all know this. I love making videos. I just didn't know how to update you. Like, I wanted to update you when I found out a month ago that I was pregnant. I just didn't know how. So I thought this was a nice time to do it. Like, I'm gonna be painting. Let me update you. So that is the update. I might film myself painting this, or just little updates here and there. I will be using acrylic paint because it dries really quickly, and because I'm too lazy to really learn oils. Plus, with it being a Jolly Roger tattoo, I don't really have to do shading. So yay for that, especially if I'm going to be doing rhinestones over top. But I think that would be a really surprise for Nick. Despite us being broken up and stuff, because, you know, even though we're broken up and, you know, there's some tension between us, you know, I'm still gonna love him. You know, I'm convinced that he's the love of my life, and, you know, I want to show him how proud I am of him, and I honestly think making him a painting will try to help. Tomorrow is his last day of his, like, overtime job that he's doing, so I'm gonna try to convince him to, like, take me to the store to get more canvases or something, and then just have a little painting date, kind of like what we did last year. Because he's an amazing artist. Like, I didn't even know he was an artist until we started dating, and the last year and a half, he hasn't really painted anything. So, I mean, the last time we had a painting date, I still have those. He put plaster in red Solo cups, and we painted those, and I still have both of them. I have mine and his, because he did like a traditional like sunset, and I did like a pastel version. So that was fun. You know, I really enjoyed that. Like, that was a nice, like, you know, everything's been stressful with work and then deciding to go back to school or not, and then, you know, not really having time for each other and blah, blah, blah. So, I don't know. I think like, having a little painting party would really help, and I kind of want to have, you know, invite some of his friends over to do it too. And, you know, just have it set up on the kitchen table and right here in the living room, just bunch of people painting canvases. I have my paints. I don't know if anyone else has any. I have plenty of paintbrushes because I'm a hoarder. And I can easily get more cardboard. That's not an issue. And plus, I have styrofoam plates, so we can always use that as well. Um, but yeah, I'm really excited. I'm still deciding on the background color because I don't know if I want to do black or like blue, gray. I don't know yet. I think his favorite color is red, but again, I could be wrong. I mean, it's like a maroon color, but I think that is in the Jolly Roger tattoo, so I don't want to like have it clash or anything. So I think I'm gonna leave the background for last, but I'm gonna find my eraser because I don't know where that is. But I'm going to get that started, and if I decide to show y'all, I will. If not, then I'll show you at the end when it's done. Okay, bye. Hi guys. So it's been a couple of weeks since the last clip. As you know, I was motivated to paint and stuff. I got nothing done for that at all. Nothing was really coming to mind. I wasn't really feeling inspired at all. Yeah, the canvases are just sitting there right now until I figure out what to do with them. But I am trying to stream more on Twitch. I got a few more followers from the last time I filmed, which was awesome because it's getting me closer to being affiliated with Twitch, which is great. I also am making a bag right now, so I just have a couple of rows done. I have about 4 more to go. It's going to be a rainbow bag in metallic beads. So far just like the orange and the pink together, so maybe later in the future I might just do something with orange and pink by themselves. But yeah, so I've been streaming myself making that. I haven't streamed in a week, but last couple times I streamed the pink row and then the orange row. The last time I streamed it would have been longer, but my internet just did not want to cooperate at all. Don't know why, it just said it's not gonna work, and so it didn't work. This past weekend I did babysit. I had a little sleepover at my dad's house to babysit to make it easier, since he had to be up and do stuff at like 8 in the morning. And I'm not waking up at 6 in the morning just to go over there. But yeah, that was fun. I told my nieces and nephew that they need to go through their toys, with it being almost October right now. I told them that they need to go through the toys, whatever is chewed up by the dogs, broken, whatever, they need to throw it away. And, whatever they don't play with anymore, like within the last year, they need to donate it. And they did really well with that. We really only had to throw away like 1 trash bag full of actual trash, so that was good. It was mainly like loose papers and some like packaging, like when you get a gift set of Sharpies and they come in like that big package and like all in rainbow order. They had 2 of them and they were empty, just sitting on one of their bookshelves. And it's like, there's no point of keeping this. So they threw those out. They did really well with reorganizing their toys. They have toy boxes for their bigger stuff, and then they have like the storage plastic Rubbermaid bins for like their smaller stuff. They have one for strictly doll furniture, which I think is great because both of the girls have doll houses, so they can mix and match their furniture instead of like putting the furniture in the dollhouse and cluttering the dollhouse like they always do. Because as soon as they're done playing and we tell them that it's time to clean up, whatever they're playing with, they just throw in the dollhouse instead of putting it away where it belongs. And they have a smaller bin for all of their doll accessories, the shoes, the clothes, whatever, all of the itty bitty stuff. That way, you know, we're going through their toy boxes, organizing them, and whatever they find that's missing, like a doll pair of shoes that they're missing the other half, we know to throw that out instead of just having it sit there or having one of the dogs chew it up. So they did really well on that, and because of that, and with how much doll stuff they have, and both of the girls are at that age to where they're always going to be playing with dolls for the next couple of years, I thought it would be fun as a little surprise for them for Christmas this year, because it's going to take me a while, that I would build them their own little doll closet instead of having the doll stuff like shoved in bins and stuff. You know, have an actual closet ish type of thing. And it's all in my head of what it's gonna look like. That doesn't mean it's gonna look like that, but it's gonna have, you know, a dowel, of course, that way they can hang up their clothes. I'm going to order some more doll hangers for them because they only have one and they have like 15 outfits, plus getting more for birthdays and Christmas because one of them, their birthday's in October. So I want to be prepared for them for Christmas. So it's going to have a section for the clothes. It's going to have a little cubby system for their bags and, you know, all that, those accessories. And I'm still debating if I want to do a drawer system or if I want to do like an actual shoe rack for their shoes. Honestly, with the dogs and how they play, I think it is going to be safer to do the drawer system. That way, you know, the dogs don't get into it and they'll know if they're missing one of the shoes. Because, you know, they'll open up the drawer and they'll be like, okay, I'm playing these pairs of shoes, put them back, where's the missing piece, all of that. They don't have brat dolls, so they don't really have like the small jewelry accessories, so I don't think I'm going to do anything with that. I do have so far written down how many pieces of clothing and accessories they have. That way, you know, I know, you know, right now how big I need to make the closet. I might make the closet as big as the 6 cubby shelving unit that you put on in the wall, because it looks like a decent size, and you know they can always grow their collection. I did trace around the doll hanger that they have, that way I can get the proper dowel for it, and it's going to be a little bit bigger than what the hanger is, that way, you know, they're not having difficulty putting it on or taking it off. So I think that will be fun, and I am going to film it. I'm not going to stream it, but I'm going to film it. It's going to be a film series, and I'm really excited about it. I don't know how long it's going to take. It's probably going to be like a 3 or 4-parter. And of course, I'm gonna have like a bonus after footage of how everything's organized and stuff. Doesn't mean it's gonna stay organized, but it's the thought that counts, and it's cheaper than just buying one. Because my roommate, Nick and I are talking again. We're talking again, that's all I care about. But he still gets some pallets because, he works at a hotel and, shipments and stuff. So they get wooden pallets every now and then. So he's going to actually, cut them up for me so I can use them. I have everything else, because the wood's free. I just need the screws and the dowel, which I only need one of the long pieces. Because, I could just cut that at whatever size I need. And I could just save the rest for another doll closet if I want to make another one and sell it. Which I'm really thinking about doing because this project is really fun. So I kind of want to make multiples. And yeah, I'm still debating on if I want to paint it or if I want to decorate it in scrapbook paper, the decorative paper that I have, or even just the plain paper if I don't have the paint for it, the really pastel pink. Yeah, I don't have that color, but I got pretty much all of that taken care of. I just have to order the doll hangers, and I'm probably, if they're cheap enough, I'm probably gonna get double of what I think they'll need. That way, if a dog chews it up, they lose one, they have extras. And those are just gonna be in its own separate little cubby, or I can just keep them here. I don't know. That I don't know yet. I have 2 months. 3. Yeah, I have 3 months. It's probably only going to take me a week to do. But another update, because that's something that was exciting. So that's one of the positives that happened this weekend. A negative that happened is just that all last week, after Monday, Tuesday through yesterday, I was just mentally not with the world. It was bad. I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to take the dog out. I did. I took him out at his usual times. Because, I like routine, and taking him outside, gives me the fresh air, and it gives me a productive thing to do. And yeah, I was just not in the right mindset at all last week. My grades suffered because of it. I mean, I did work, that way I can still get the points, but it's not the best that those points should be. One of the classes, I did half of the assignment, because it's a 3-parter. One of them was worth 25 points, and I did it on a Monday because I just wanted to get ahead in that class, because, that chapter was due yesterday. So I was like, cool, I'm going to do this part, and then I'm going to finish the other 2 on Tuesday. I don't know what happened between Monday night and Tuesday morning in my sleep, but I was just unmotivated to do everything. I didn't stream, I didn't record videos, I didn't even play my video game. I stayed in bed all week. And I probably showered. I showered once here, and then I showered yesterday at my parents' house because, I stayed over there this weekend. So, yeah. I normally shower every other day. So only showering twice within a week, something's wrong. Plus, I knew something was wrong when I'm only up long enough to take the dog out for me to go to the bathroom myself, because then I'm right back to sleep. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, my whole sleep schedule is so messed up. But hopefully today it's better. I went to bed early last night. I went to bed at around 2 a.m. instead of 6 a.m. So that's a huge progress. And I've been up since 8 a.m. and it's 2:20 in the afternoon right now. No, I didn't go back to sleep. I tried. I just couldn't. Of course, every day for the last like 5 days, I had a migraine just right here. Didn't matter how much water, food. I wasn't really stressed. I was just having. I think my brain and my body was just like, you need a break from everything. You know? Screw school, screw your work, you need a break. So it's probably forcing itself to have a break, but the headache, it just made everything worse. So when I went over to my dad's, he bought me the Excedrin migraine, and I have to take 2 at a time in order for it to work. Today I took 2, and I felt sick afterwards. So I don't know how well it's going to work today. It's probably not going to work that well. But my limit for most medication is 2 pills a day if I have to take it the next day. Because I had a really bad migraine back in, I think, my junior year of high school. And I was taking, like, ibuprofen. And I had to take 2, like, every 2 to 3 hours, and it felt like I was a pill popper, so I just forced myself to just deal with the pain and just live with the headache and just stop taking medicine. And it took me a couple of years to start taking medicine again. Of course, when my headaches get bad, period cramping and all that normally lasts like a day. Like, the first day is really bad, and after that it's fine. So I don't really take, like, Midol and stuff. There was a couple times I took Midol, but that's because everything hurt. So it was just my body at the time like, oh, you're going through this. Let's get everything to hurt to the point where you have to take Midol complete so you can sleep and feel better. So, but that's the only time that I ever took Midol. I took Pamprin for a while. Like, I think at the earlier stages when I wasn't really used to the cramping. But that was like a 4-year difference. So, and once I was done with the Midol, I was just like, I'm just going to deal with the cramping. If I cramp, I'm just going to take a hot shower. And it works. It works. And I don't have to waste money on medicine. So. But yeah, I have a lot of things planned. I got new thank you cards, so they're all ready to go. And pre-made, pre-written out. That way, when a package comes, I can just grab and go instead of grabbing, writing them the message, putting the business cards in, putting it in the envelope, and then putting it in the box or the whatever shipping material I'm using. So that's all good to go. That's gonna save me time in the long run, which is great. Yeah, these thank you cards that I got, there's 20, I got them at Walmart. 25 of them for like $1.50. Yes, please. Like, of course I don't buy thank you cards unless I desperately need them. So, yeah, I have 3 left of the last batch that I have. And I've had those for years. So I got new business cards because I'm not getting really any shipments or whatever, but getting prepared because I like being prepared. Okay, so my battery died in the last clip, so I had to charge it. It takes a couple hours for it to charge, but I was so busy yesterday that I just didn't feel like putting the battery back in the camera yet. I have been trying to be very productive this week. As y'all know, if I had said it in the last clip, that I was just not here mentally for the entire week. And, like, it produced zeros in my school assignments. So what I'm trying to do is do something productive every day. Monday I streamed the green and the yellow layers. Tuesday I cleaned. I wanted to clean and then stream, but it just became a whole cleaning thing. I cleaned the kitchen like I wanted, the dishes, scrubbing the counters in the stove, taking the trash out, all of that. And I had a big cardboard box next to the front door that held all of my fashion stuff and other school items and a couple of other stuff that I used for storage that I completely forgot I had, like something like this that has all of the twistable crayons and the itty bitty tiny markers that I like to use, a couple of pencil pouches, a coloring book that I completely forgot I had. So yeah, I grabbed those and brought them in here because I do want to color at some point. But yeah, so I did a lot of cleaning. I got rid of a lot of stuff that was in that box, and then the donations that was in a plastic tote, I put that in a plastic bag. That way it's easier to just drop off at Goodwill and then leave. And what I was keeping from the big box is now in the plastic tote. So the big box is nothing but recyclables. So unfortunately, it's the extra large box from Home Depot, so I cannot lift it myself because I'm small. My wingspan isn't that big. So I'm gonna have to have a friend or whatever do that for me one day. I'm not too worried about it right now, but the faster it's gone, the better, because that's one less area I really have to worry about with vacuuming. I had a half case of water next to the couch, so I went ahead and just put those in the fridge to get rid of the plastic and clear up that area. Other than that, with cleaning, I haven't really done much. That was pretty much it. And then yesterday I streamed for 6.5 hours. I finished this. I finished because it's backwards. I finished the blue and the purple layer. And then I added the key rings for the chain that I want to add. I will physically have to go to the store to figure that out. So, you wish me luck on that, but I do have coupons to use, so. And right now, with the 3 coupons I have, I can get 3 different items, so. Well, 3 different non-sale items, I should say. So I should be able to get a couple more packages of these type of beads and then the chain. Depending, because if I find the thick plastic, heavy duty chain in rainbow, I'm gonna do it. If not, it's gonna be silver. Because I did a poll on my personal Facebook page about what metals people like, and the majority of them said silver. Pretty much everyone said silver. So that's the plan, to get something silver, but also with this being rainbow, to get something rainbow if I find it. Today is a homework day. I have been slacking. I need to write in my planner. I am also going out tonight with a couple of friends, which I'm excited about, because I really haven't hung out with any of these people in forever. So I'm excited about that. They pretty much said no, they're not gonna take no as an answer, and it's only gonna be for a couple of hours, and it's right down the street, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm trying to get Nick to show up. Who freaking knows if that's gonna happen or not? But I'm excited to see my friends again, because one of them, he's always on my stream. I love him to death. His name is Jeffrey, or his nickname is Honey, because we had this whole nickname group going on, and at one of the raves we went to. That way, you know, people similar names don't respond. So we gave each other nicknames to respond to. So he's Honey, and he's a big old freaking teddy bear. I love him. So it's gonna be me, him, and our friend CJ. And we're going to this bar named Wids, and it's karaoke night. So, I mean, they're gonna have fun. I don't sing in front of people. If I'm singing like a happy, upbeat song in the shower and I choke and I'm about to cry, then I know for a fact that I cannot. Like, I'm not ready to sing in front of people, but I'm gonna try to do a couple of assignments today, at least get one class done. I have until Sunday to get 4 classes done, so I really want to hound myself to get a lot done before then. But yeah, I'm gonna start writing my planner more, which is on the desk, which I use the desk more as storage than anything, but that's beside the point. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. October 1st is gonna be a store-wide holiday sale. I know it's early, you know, I should wait until November, blah blah blah, but the only reason why I'm starting it in October is for shipping. That way, when Black Friday hits, nothing's delayed. Everyone gets their shipment in time. So that's why I'm planning ahead. You know, I have everything organized. I might have to get a couple more envelopes just in case, but I'll get those last minute if I have to. Because if I don't need to use the envelopes, I'm not going to. I do have sticky notes. That way I have plenty of sticky notes. This isn't all I have. But I have sticky notes to write the names down, to put them on the boxes, to just send them, to just give them to the mailing place that I go to. But yeah, so I'm excited about that. Everything's pretty much set up for shipment. I might clean off the desk and have a couple of different spots up there just to make it easier to grab things instead of like bending down, because I can't really bend down all that much. I shouldn't even be sitting like this because this is hurting me. But yes, I'm gonna try to do one class today, which is 2 chapters, because he posts like this week's assignments and then the following week's assignments, so I want to be able to get ahead in that specific class because I can. So I'm going to. That way next week all I have to worry about is the other 3. So I want to get ahead in that class. It's very easy to do. They always have like a questionnaire or whatever at the beginning, which is 25 questions, and it lets you choose different answers. Like, it'll tell you if it's correct or incorrect. So I make sure that every question is correct before I move on, which is an automatic 100 in that segment. And then the next segment is 4 to 5 questions depending, and I write them down in my notebook, and then I go back in the chapter and go for the keywords and like click on the section and then just write it down. Like, I don't have to read the chapter. And then the following thing is it's one video. You have to pretty much analyze the video. So that's pretty easy. Another class I'm kind of slacking on. I had the same professor last semester for oceanography, so it's kind of funny. Like, so he already knows what type of student I am. I'm like a C student, but I'm trying to be a B student this semester, so I'm trying my best. But yeah, he is the Introduction to Environmental Science. So I really want to get cracking down on reading the book that we have. Like, I physically bought the book because buying it was $16, but renting it was $12. I would rather just buy it and keep it. You know, that way, you know, I have it for tutoring purposes, or, you know, if I just want to learn a little bit more, like, if there's a chapter we didn't read for an assignment, then, you know, I could just go ahead and read it on my own time. And just read the book on my own time in general. I do have a couple of plans, as you know from the last clip, for videos. So I want to keep planning on those. I have to get a hold of Nick and tell him, you know, keep pestering him about the pallets since he gets them for free. And then knowing him, he has a crap ton of screws that he doesn't really use. I can use those. I have all the power tools and stuff. I just need him to do the big stuff, like the cutting and everything else. But yeah, so I have all of that figured out so far. I'm gonna do 2 video series on it because, as I said in the last clip, I have, you know, the closet to do for the dolls, but I also want to do like a Hot Wheels display for my nephew, and you know, it's gonna be cheaper to build it than it is to buy it. So, but yeah, I'm gonna do that. That's gonna be a different video on its own, and I want to get more of this type of paint, this specific color, because I have a 6-cubbied wall decorative thing, shelving unit, that I've been painting. Like, I don't mind the white color, but it just looks old and dingy, and no matter how much you clean it, it just doesn't seem clean. So I'm painting it pink, and I want to make sure I have enough before I continue. That way when I do continue, I could just paint and paint and paint until it's completely done. And the only thing I have left are the 2 sides, the bottom that's on top of the table, and then the 3 sides inside of the 3 of the 4 sides of each square. I have the front of it done, like the little trim, so that's all done. But I'm gonna have to do multiple coats. That way, no white shining through and everything else. But final touch-ups will be later. That's more of a streaming thing because I like talking to people when I paint. So, but yeah, I'm excited about that. I might do just a little chill stream sometime this week of me coloring and then people giving me ideas for the charity stream that I want to do, because November 1st is going to be, actually, no, because I want to get it done as soon as possible. So probably October 1st, like the world, like the entire website sale, holiday sale going on. I'm going to do the Toys for Tots / Angel Tree stream. But I really want to figure out what to do with that. I don't know if... Yeah, I don't know what to do. Like, I kind of know, like, the donation part, but I don't know, like, the actual, like, entertainment part of it all. I don't know if I should be making something, or if I should be getting something ready, if I should be packaging something. Like, I don't entirely know. So that I have to figure out. Because most of that stream is going to be it's going to be like 8 to 10 hours long. Every single stream. So I gotta make sure everything, like school and everything else, is done ahead of time. That way, you know, I'm not stressing and going back into that dark place that I was last week and everything else. I have a lot to think about and to decide, but I'm excited for this very productive week. As you can see, I'm kind of exhausted today. I've been doing really good with sleep. like, instead of going to bed at 6 a.m. when I hear the 6 a.m. train, I've been going to bed at like 2 a.m. at the latest, and then waking up at like between 8 and 10 in the morning, which is great because I'm not rushing to get anything done, you know? So I'm excited about that. But yeah, I'm probably gonna do a couple of assignments, figure out how long that's gonna take, and then probably from then until I have to meet my friends up, I will stream. So that's gonna be fun. I don't know when I'm gonna be posting these clips, like, at all. I don't know if it's gonna be like a weekly thing and then like I submit it on a Friday or something. Probably, I don't know. I want to get back into the filming of YouTube and stuff. So that's why I really want to do the video series. I just don't know when that's going to happen. But of course, you know, updating y'all and everything else, because I know a few people don't have me on Twitter or on Instagram. I haven't really been posting much on Instagram, so kind of need to do that. Every time I stream, I make sure to post on Twitter and the business Facebook page, because I've been neglecting that page because I normally just post it to my personal Facebook page, but I don't see the need because it's pretty much the same results. But yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try to do a giveaway at 100 followers on Facebook. I just gotta figure out how to find out how many I have, because I did it the other day, but it was like an accidental clicking. But I have like 72 or 73 followers on Facebook right now, and I'm really trying to climb, so probably gonna do a giveaway at the 100 mark. Twitter's just, you know, there to help, because I have friends that follow me on the stream that will retweet it and host on Twitch, so Twitter's just another platform to use, you know, if need be. And Instagram, I need to post this picture and then mention that I have to go to the store to completely finish it off because I don't know what chain to use. And I don't think I'm going to be ordering anything on Amazon anytime soon. I think the stuff I'm going to get on Amazon is like the baby stuff because it's probably cheaper. But I want to make sure my Amazon gift cards are completely used up before I completely, like, get rid of Amazon, because I'm sorry, but I have no reason to support a company that, you know, they make a lot of money and they don't take care of their workers. So I have no reason to, you know, keep spending my money there. I mean, it's just one little person, not buying things from Amazon. It's not like they're losing that much money, because I really don't shop on Amazon as is, but, it's just how it is. So yeah, I have to figure out why. There it is. I have to reload the page. But yeah, all my computer stuff is loading now. I miss talking to you guys and updating everyone and just blabbing. I really don't know what else I want to do. I'll have to figure it out. But I'll probably post these 3 clips tomorrow, which is Friday. the 25th of September. So I might do that. And maybe next week update y'all on what I have planned. I have a million notebooks going on right now. It's ridiculous. I have this notebook, which is nothing but commissions. I had too many people bail on me, so I had to do a commission form. That way, if they do bail on me, I'm not out of money like I have been. And this was going to be like a project list for like the apartment and stuff. And like the goals and everything else. But yeah, like the furniture and stuff that I need to fully organize. But I don't think I'm gonna worry about that until like I move out and get like an actual house. Because I'm pretty much the main person that has like all of the furniture anyway. But yeah, you know, I'm only gonna be here a year, and I kind of want to be at a house for a few years. So I'm excited to move out. It's gonna be me and a friend, and we're hoping to get another person involved. We're hoping to get Nick involved, but I have to talk to him, and I really want to talk to him in person about it. Because it's easier to talk to that dude in person than it is on phone, which makes no sense because when we're in person, he's always on his phone. But it's like when I try to contact him through phone, it's like he doesn't exist. It's weird. But yeah, so this is just like updates and house stuff, boring stuff. And I have another notebook that tells me like what materials I have to buy, like the size jump rings that I use, because I'm never gonna remember. Like with the Pac-Man keychains and the earrings, I would have never remembered that I used a size 10mm jump ring because it's been like 2 years. 3. It's been about 2 to 3 years since I've actually made any of that, until a few months ago for the craft fair. Also, I do like doing stuff like that, like those type of streams where it's like, oh, I have to grind for a deadline or whatever. So I really want to use up pretty much all of the beads that I have, because I kind of want to start over with some of the stuff. I just don't know how to go about it. I have, a section for the perler beads and whatever. That's fine. I'm not worried about that, because I know one day I will get into that. If not, I'll just, separate the colors that are already separated and just sell them. Probably sell them to a friend of mine. Because I only paid $10 for the whole lot, and I haven't really used any of them at all. And of course I had my college roommate's brother give me the rest of his that I haven't used. I really want to get into perler making, because that I'm making the candy and the rave stuff. But I don't know, I don't feel as passionate as I once was, and I know that other people, they're good at it. I can try to make some of my own for right now and see how that goes, at a craft fair or something, but if it doesn't sell, then I'll get rid of the stuff. But everything else, I'll keep and use up. But really excited. I have so much to do and so little time. My lease is up in February. I want to get a car by then. I don't know how that's going to happen, because it's I have all the free time in the world, but not everyone does. So I pretty much have to be on their time, and once they're done with stuff, they're either too tired or it's too late to really do anything. So I'll just go with the flow. I'm not really too stressing about that particular thing. But yeah, I'm excited to just go for it at one point. I don't want to get my license until I'm confident behind the wheel. Like, I want to get as much practice in as possible before I go to the DMV and be like, yo, I'm a master at this. So, just simple stuff. Nothing too crazy. There's only 6 things I have to do on the computer, which I'm gonna do when I'm done with y'all. This is gonna be a really long clip, and I'm sorry. But I really like to blab, and I really like to update y'all. And this is like the easiest way to update everyone. So, I'm gonna do homework. I'm gonna just stop blabbing. I'm going to stream probably for a couple of hours just to do something else that's productive.